new video. In this video, I'm going to share my experience and the answer scripts of my law exam of June 25, which was recently held. So in this video, you can get an idea that how the institute allot marks for each of you. I am hoping that by this video, you can get a clarity about how to present your answer scripts in your upcoming exams. Many people say that getting exemption in law is like the toughest job, but in this I have scored 70, but it's not a toughest job though. You can easily crack it by like following the structure of the exam paper pattern and the constant revisions. So let's start the video. So I have the question paper, answer script and the suggested answers. So I'll be showing all this side by side. So the first 30 marks for MCQs. So in this MCQs, like I scored 24 marks in this out of 30. So the MCQs is the main key point where you can score a good marks. If you score about 20, 22 in MCQs, then think you're getting an exemption. Like if you even perform the worst in your exams, you can get around 40 to 50 easily. So here you can see that in MCQs I scored 24 and I didn't attend 4th question and 6th because you have to attend any 5 out of 7. So let's come to question number 2A. So question number, so you can see the MCQ's answer in this and you can match it with the suggested answers here. Wait a minute. Yeah, you can match with this. So question 2A was from Indian Contract Act. So you have to study the into question number 2A, you have to study the only the contract acts and not the special contract acts, only the ordinary ones. So this time in June term it was about the acceptance. So you can see the suggested answers in this acceptance. So it's basically 9 points without an explanation. And here you can see my answers. I had given the explanation and the introduction, and you can see the points with explanation in this. I had written like 11 points in this. Even you can see the revocation of acceptance point. So for this, like the exact answer I wrote, like the suggested answer and my answer was so accurate, even though I got 6 marks out of 7, and there is nothing new about this, but because institute won't give out of it for any answer even if you write it to the perfect. So the next question was from rights of an indemnity holder. This was from the special contract. So you can see that I had written the introduction part for this, like what is indemnity and who is the indemnifier and indemnity holder, and the main points, and after this the explanation to the main points. So for this 7 marks I got 5, but in suggested answers, like there was a case study for this. So the institute was expecting to write a case study on this, but I concluded with only the points. So I think I got 5 in this. So let's continue. The next question 3A was from partnership. So demonstrate the procedure for forming a partnership firm. So in suggested answers, like you can see there are 13 points in this, only points, like nothing explanation about this. Even my answer, like I had written only in the points without any explanations. So you can see here partnership, a brief introduction about this, and I had written some points. This was like I didn't prepare for this, it was in general. So you can see the points. Out of 7 I got 5 in this. The next question is from difference between conditions and warranties under Sale of Goods Act. So in this I had written the differentiation between conditions and warranties, like around 4 points and example. And there was a sub point for this question, like in which cases the conditions cannot be treated as warranty. So in this I had written some points, but it's not the accurate one. See, this is not the accurate, but even for this institute gave me 2 marks. For that differentiation they gave me 3 marks, and the explanations 2 marks. So total out of 7 I got 5 marks. But you can see in the suggested answers, like there are some different points other than this which I wrote. See, in this you can see only 3 differentiations and 3. And the next question was question number 4. I didn't attempt that because I wasn't sure on the code of wages acts. So I attempted question number 5. Question number 5 was the publication and change of the company's name. So for this publication and change of company names, like I had written the steps for this. So you can see the steps. So for this I got 4 for this out of 7, but in suggested answers, like even there are some 7 points, but it was similar to my points, but it was not so accurate. So 4 marks is much more deserving than I have written. The next question was from directors chapters and state the different duties and liabilities imposed on director. So you can see my answer for this. See, I wrote even the explanations like follow the articles, work in diligence. You can see the points. And now you can see the suggested answer which was given by the institute. So even this consists of 6 points and even my answer consists of the same. But in this case, even I had written the explanation for this, and even after the points are same, it's not even similar, it's same. Institute gave me only 5 marks for this. You can see only 5 marks for this. I don't know why. This was the only question which was deserving a complete 7 marks. So the next question was from question number explain the CFA Institute like code of ethics of them. So I wasn't prepared for this question. So I wrote some points which was related to CMA Institute. So for this you can see I got 0 marks for this. So you can see it was somewhat similar, but they didn't even allot even a single mark for this. The next question is question 7b discuss the 4 abilities from emotional intelligence. So you can see here emotional intelligence, the explanation and attributes and the explanation for that. For this I got a 5 mark for this, a complete 5 marks, and they had even asked the importance for this. See, I even wrote the importance, but they were expecting only the points, but I had written even the explanation. So you can see the right mark on the points and the wrong mark on the explanation. See, even this was a complete perfect answer, but even for this institute gave me 6 marks. You can see the suggested answer here. See, and the next question was case study. The first case study was from bailment. So case studies plays a very important role, like you can score easily from case studies. Case studies either come from contract act or directors mostly. So you can see my answer in this. See, case study I had written introduction and the provision for this, provision for mixing of goods. See, I had written a complete because I was very good at this. So you can see my answer in this. After this, after writing the provision, like I wrote what's happening in the case, like the case study. I gave a heading as case study and explained the situation in this current case. So you can see my answer in this. And finally, the result, like Mr. A need not to pay the labor charges. For this, out of 7, I got 5 marks. You can see the suggested answer in this. Wait, let me show you. See, the case study is not so big in this suggested one. You can see there are only from as like 7 to 10 lines. You can only see the conclusion. Labor charges for separating the bottles of energy drink. He not written. The same thing even I wrote, but they gave me 5 marks for this. And the next question was from directors. Question number 8b. So in this C, even I did the same thing for this. First I wrote an introduction, complete introduction, and I wrote a provision for this, like the actual provision for the removal of the director, resignation of director, sorry. See, I wrote a complete provision, and after that, like I wrote the case study, like what's actually happening in the case. After that, I wrote my conclusion. So the conclusion of my answer was not perfect. Like I wrote a wrong conclusion, like for a single, there are 2 parts in this. So for the single part, I wrote the wrong answer. For the second part, I wrote the correct one. So even for this, I got 5 marks. So you can see here, and you can compare my answer for this. So these are all the blank pages. So after seeing this, like you can get idea that how to present your paper in law. Your main focus should be on the quality, and even it should be on the quantity, but your majority focus should be on the quality. Just prepare the topics as per the model question paper. Like there will be a question assigned for each question number. Prepare according to that so you can grab marks easily. And for MCQs, go through MCQs bank, which is released by SMAI, past year question papers, and some YouTube videos of some teachers and modules. By doing all this, like getting an exemption in law is very easy. Like this is not a tough job at all. So thank you for your patience for watching this video. If you have any queries, you can comment, and you can also connect me through Instagram. Thank you.